Alright, I want to start off with a question. Some of you, whenever you see the police, doesn't matter if you're driving or walking, how many of you guys kind of feel paranoid and still protected? Alright. So I'm doing stop and frisk as the thing that I would like, to talk about. But what is stop and frisk? Stop and frisk is when a police officer or an officer of the law is allowed to search you if you think he has enough probable cause that you have anything on you, or if he thinks that you're about to commit a crime. That seems reasonable, right? If you see somebody or he's looking suspicious, you feel like he should be, kind of checked. Because you want to be safe. People want to be safe, right? Alright, so what is wrong with it? First of all, it's violating your Fourth Amendment under, unreasonable search. It means you're not allowed to search you unless they have probable cause. For some people, it's even a violation of the 14th Amendment, which means that they're not being treated equally. Why? Alright, only 10% of the stops end up in a police officer actually finding something, whether it be a weapon or drugs. 90% of those times, nothing is found and the person's just allowed to go. New Yorkers have been subjected to at least 4 million stops. That's crazy because the amount of population in New York is only 19 million, and New York City is only 8 million. No research has ever been proven that this law is even effective, which means these police officers are out there doing it, and they don't even know if it works. Minorities are being systematically and illegally targeted. What does that mean? It means that the police officers are racially profiling people and just stopping them, whether they have probable cause or not, and that is what is illegal. You're allowed to be searched right when you come out of your house. How many would you feel safe if you know a police officer is out there and you have to go out and he can just check you for no reason? How many of you would you be okay with that? I wouldn't. What is the opposition saying? Why do they think this law is correct? A lot of people are saying those who have nothing to hide have nothing to fear. And I'm all for that. If you're not lying, if you don't have anything to hide, then what should you fear if you know you're innocent inside? Yeah, that's correct, but nobody just wants to be checked in the middle of the day, right? Stop and frisk policies have cut down crime by 12%. That is false. Nobody has proved that. Before the stop and frisk law, crime had already dropped 12%. But Mayor Bloomberg, the person in New York who is pushing this law, that's what he is saying, but it has been proven false. He won't accept that. Stop and frisk gets guns off the street. That's so false. You know how many guns are being kept off the street because of this law? Only 0.02%. That is something that's not even worth considering for something that is causing so much harm in the community. And a lot of people are saying, oh, stop and frisk is not racial profiling. That has been proven so false. Why? New York population is 33% white, Hispanics were 29%, and blacks were 25%. But guess how many Hispanics are being stopped? 31%. Guess how many blacks are being stopped? 53%. How many whites are being stopped? 10%. Do you see the difference here? All right. Chambersburg really won't admit that because we've been so, kind of to ourselves. Population of Chambersburg is 80% white, 12% black, and 10% Latino. So we kind of don't see that, because the majority of us, or this community, is white. But in New York, this is a big thing because things are kind of equal to each other. So conclusion, stop and frisk is a law that violates people's rights, whether it be your Fourth Amendment or your 14th Amendment. It increases tension between civilians and police officers, and in New York, the tension between civilians and police officers is already bad. And the law itself has been proven to be racist, which y'all can see by statistics, and it has no major effect on the community. It is causing so much harm, and at the end of the day, what is it solving? What is the point behind it? Nothing. It's not cleaning up the streets. It's not keeping criminals out of the street. What is happening is all the Latinos, all the blacks, any minorities, they're developing hate for police officers. And I wouldn't want to live in a place where people hate the police officers, because at the end of the day, they're the people that are supposed to keep you protected, not the ones that you should feel oppressed by. So, all in all, I feel like the stop and frisk law should be ended, and we should all just move away from that. Thank you.